What's up, guys? Crypto Trader Mitch here. It is in the late night on the East Coast, about 1 a.m. Just wanted to point out a little price action on Bitcoin right now. You'll see we finally got a little bounce, and it's struggling at this prior support, which is acting as resistance now. So if you watch my prior videos, you know these lines have all been drawn for a while. So I just like to essentially show how these price points, keep playing out, and it's because they're levels where there was price action and essentially a fight between buyers or sellers to, who's got control of the price action and the price direction. So again, um, you know, we had this uptrend line. Obviously, you see it broke down. Big body candle finally broke down. Now we're getting a little bounce, and it's testing to see if we can push back in, or if we're going to just fail and then, kind of drop off. And that's what happens a lot of times when you break down or even break out of a trend. It'll get a pullback or it'll get a bounce, and it will test that trend line. So if it fails here, the likelihood is that we sell off again. If it doesn't, then we can get back into this prior range and then maybe make a run at 17.7, 17.8. So really, this 15.2, 15.3 area, we want to see Bitcoin get back above. And I'll zoom in here. You can see yesterday made a run. Where's the high? Look at this. 15.275. Failed, closed lower. This candle that's been open for a few hours now. Where to get to? 15.2. It's pulled back a little since. So it's struggling with this 15.2, 15.3 area. Definitely need to see it get above that, and which not only will get it above this prior support, but also back into this trend, like continue to ride this trend line. So we need a push higher. Otherwise, we could see a sell-off again. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but the probability is if you get a failure here, we do sell off again. That's the probability of that trading pattern. So we'll see what happens. I hope we can push through here. I'm still holding that extra Bitcoin I grabbed around 12.8 when we had this huge spike. So I'd like to see eventually us to get back into this range and make a run at this 17.7, 17.8 level, where I would take profits at that point on the extra that I added. So we got about 19 hours, I think, for this candle to do its thing. So we'll see what happens. Basically, come the morning, come tomorrow. And you know what? While we're here, let's take a quick look at Ethereum. I talked about Ethereum. I did a video on Sunday talking about Ethereum and basically how it was acting stronger than all the other cryptos. And you'll see it played out. So on Sunday, I said how, this thing pulled back. It held what would be the most upper level of support. Like this pullback, I was like, all right, well, this act as support. Boom, it did. Tested it, closed above it, maintained it. And then since it never legged down like Bitcoin and Litecoin did, it never made the second leg down. It fell into the prior range. It was basically strong. It was maintaining, going sideways while the other cryptos were selling off. So as soon as that selling pressure is relieved, then we'll get a little bounce in the crypto market. Look what happened. So I did that video on Sunday, and I added a little bit here, just above 750, and we've gotten a nice little rip, and it's up over 100 points now. So, like I said, you look for strength, and then you look to get in those cryptos when the market starts to bounce again. So on that video I did Sunday, I talked about Ethereum and Neo being, cryptos acting strong relative to the rest of the market. And now you can see the result. So I wanted to show you this, just basically show you how those dynamics play out. And again, also how support, and resistance levels come into play. Obviously on Bitcoin, you can see how those trend lines and the support and resistance levels that I have drawn weeks and months ago keep coming into play. So again, if you want to learn the fundamentals of that stuff, that's why I put together those three videos, the short video course I created. I will drop a link in the show notes to that. Check it out if you kind of want to learn really how I read charts and how I trade. And I keep it very simple, as you can see. Just draw some support and resistance lines and look for trends. You don't need to get all crazy with stochastics, MACD, Fibonacci's and all that. Especially with crypto, because they're just trading technically clean, and I expect that to continue throughout the year. Obviously as the market gets more and more saturated, I think it'll muddy that up some. So get while the getting's good. But anyway, that's it for now. There's some good action in a lot of cryptos tonight, so hopefully I'll have some more content for you tomorrow. All right, Crypto Trader Mitch, I'm out.